Aquarius. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your February forecast for the month. Also, happy birthday. I could start right off the bat with that. I mean, I think I said happy birthday last month, but happy birthday halfway through the month until the 17th are Aquarians' birthdays. Okay, here's what's up. There's a lot going on as usual, okay? I wanted to talk a little bit about January 31st before I get into February, because here's two things that occurred. Venus went direct, okay? Venus is stationed in Capricorn. This is in your 12th house, your quiet spiritual house, okay? Venus now going direct. She was retrograde for 40 days in this sector. The planet of love and money now direct in the 12th house could mean you actually have finances and the love and the dedication to investigate your more spiritual side, to investigate your psychic abilities, to practice a spiritual path. You know, you could have been involved in meditating and things like that, and Eastern techniques, acupuncture and yoga, and, well, even just spiritual study, meditation, okay? Now, Mercury also had an occurrence on the 31st. It went into Pisces, changed signs, and this is in your second house of money. Okay, so having the planet of communication and mind and the intellect and writing going into this second house, this, on the 31st of January, this will bring you the mental capabilities on how to earn more money, how to implement ideas in getting these finances together, your self-worth and your self-value, okay? But now here's the trick of the month. Because just as Mercury went into Pisces on the 31st, on February 6th, just 6 days later, Mercury's now going to retrograde in this sign. It's going to retrograde in Pisces until the 12th in this second house, okay? And then from the 12th to the 28th, he's going to go deeper and go into Aquarius, your first sign. Mercury will be retrograde in Aquarius. I'm like, get the megaphone. Mercury is going to be retrograde in your first house from the 12th to the 28th. This isn't the best, okay? There's other aspects in the month that are easing this later on. When Mercury retrogrades in a first house, you have to take it real easy. You're not going to be coming across to people the right way. You might be misunderstood. How you're presenting yourself could be off. How you're communicating. The technologies you're even using to communicate could have glitches. Your cell phone, your television set, your computers, your internet might go down. This is going to be a tricky time with Mercury retrograde in Aquarius the second half of the month, okay? It's not the time for you to start traveling. If you can't avoid it, you can't avoid it. The planets are here to guide us. But you can absolutely expect plane delays or cancellations during this last 16 days of the month. Here's what it will appease you some. On the 14th, we have a full moon, okay? This is 26 degrees Leo. This is Leo is another fixed element sign, a fixed sign, okay? Just like you are, Aquarius. It's also your opposite sign. So it's your 7th house of relationships, and the energy of this full moon is filtering down the astrological wheel in the sky into Aquarius, okay? So this is going to affect your partnerships. A full moon on Valentine's Day in your love sector, I mean, it doesn't get much spicier and better than that, unless it was the 8th house of sex. It just depends what you're into. But here's the reality. Your relationships will be illuminated. Your partnership, if you're not in a relationship, okay, a committed, you know, having a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife, then this could be your business partnerships, okay, or your interactions with one sole person that you would trust implicitly. It's not children and it's not parents. It's a partner, okay? If you're just totally single and you don't have any business partners, what this is going to do is draw in the energy to bring it in, because a full moon in Leo is so badass, amazing. Leo is the sign of romance and the sign of fun and creativity and just adventure and exploration, okay? Having this happen right in the middle of the month on the craziest holiday that there's ever invented Valentine's Day, this is just going to draw in a very loving energy and atmosphere, and you should be out and about. If you want a relationship, get out there, because this full moons could bring it in big time for you, Aquarius. And if you're in one, this is going to illuminate it even stronger. It's just going to be, you know, you could be engaged. You could get engaged. Commitment could happen in the 7th house, a full moon. For Aquarians who are already in like a committed relationship, you could either move in together or you could put a ring on it. Okay, so keep that out there. On the 18th of February, the sun is going to enter Pisces like it does every year. Okay, but Pisces for you is the 2nd house of finance and money and possessions and self-worth and self-value. So you have the full moon illuminating your love life and the sun shining in a few days later into your money. You're going to have the finances to treat someone for Valentine's Day, or you could just have the money now to save a little bit, get a little nest egg going. I love the sun and the moon energies for Aquarius this month. It's really beautiful, harmonious too. On the 25th, we have a very harmonizing aspect happening. We have a sextile. It's not an opposition, it's not conjunct. A sextile is a smoothed over harmonizing energy between Capricorn and Pluto, and the Chiron, the wounded healer, which is in Pisces. This is taking place between your 12th and your 2nd house, finances and spirituality. Deep reflection of the 12th and self-value of the 2nd. Psychic abilities of the 12th house meets self-worth and self-reflection and self-value and possessions. So these two houses are combining, okay, and harmonizing. So if that might make sense to each person personally, but having those two sectors engaged will end the month in a very pleasing way, a very healing kind of energies happening the last 4 days of February. So, oh, and I wanted to say this. Normally we have been starting out the months with new moons waxing to full, but since we had 2 new moons in January, we're starting off the month of February with a full moon, okay? So this, if you're a female, this will affect your hormonal cycle. Your body will be trying to catch up with the lunar phases. So if you're off balance, off kilter, don't fret, okay? I'm going to pull some cards for you, Aquarius, and see what they say, see what the tarot says regarding February. The 8 of Cups, the potter, the creative work, variation, being in the present, enjoying your day-to-day responsibilities and creative endeavors. This card is very positive for anyone who's working with their hands to build something. Anything from construction to homes to sewing clothing to putting on makeup to playing the drums. Things that you create through your hands. Writing, obviously. Sign language, interpreters. You're enjoying being very present with your daily responsibilities. It's a 6th house card with a little bit of 5th house energy. I'm also pulling, I pulled this last time, Temperance, which is the card of Sagittarius. It means balance and beauty and patience and timing, and that everything happens in the right time, okay? And for the right reasons, even if we don't feel like they are as human beings. The planetary energy and the forces are working for the betterment of us, whether we feel it or not. This is a strong 7th and 9th house card. Okay, so since Venus is now direct, the planet of love and beauty, and this card being about beauty and balance and timing, I think Venus direct is going to be positive for you, Aquarius, because it's regarding your 12th house, okay? Of you getting inward, of you recognizing the ability of your own psyche. I'm also pulling the Wheel of Fortune, which I love this card. Fate, transformation, change. You're being given the right path here, Aquarius. Go with the flow through this retrograde, okay? Because whenever there's a downswing, there's an upswing, okay? It's a cycle, cyclical. Also, with the change of the lunar phases, this could pour in new endeavors for you. I think this is overall a deep month because of the 12th house spiritual psychic abilities happening here. If anything, you're going to be well aware of the changes coming ahead because you're very in tune. As an Aquarius, you're already mentally above the rest. You're an air sign, you have an agile mind. But if you get your emotions and your psychic third eye involved in this knowingness, you're on fire. You're unstoppable. You're a very smart sign, okay? I don't doubt you're going to get through this. Plus, I love the full moon and the sun's energy for you this month. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. My name is Audrey Allison, and if you'd like to book a reading with me, I read all through the week. You can go to my website, audreyallison.com, and select which reading you'd like, and I'll get back to you within 48 hours and give you some times, okay? And then we could just book from there, and you will call me and we can do a reading. Also, you could find me on Facebook at Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot. Thanks, Aquarius. I hope you have a beautiful February and a sweet day. I'll see you next month. Bye.